Hi, this is Peter Dance Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing Gemini's October 2019 astrology. So, Gemini October 2019. And it just feels so Gemini now. It just feels like, in a sense, that you're coming into your own, as I'm being told. It's like I feel as though you're starting to feel more settled. You're starting to feel a bit more positive about the future, and you're looking forward to the future with a little bit of optimism. I'm not saying like you're perfect or everything's perfect, but it's like, let's say if I were to take you back to the beginning of the year and then where you are now, you're in a lot better place. Or most of you are going to be in a lot better place, but I'd still say you're in a better place than you were back in January. But there's still more work to be done. But at least you're getting there. Sometimes life just does not get sorted out in 1 month or one day, 1 week. It takes time. And some of us, it's like, feels like it's been forever. But, it's just the way it is. So, but like I say, look forward to the future now with this optimism, and that's the phase, though, the way you need to look at things, because you are onwards and upwards now, and this is what it's all about. Okay, but I feel like now you've just got to do a little bit of sort of tidying up, and certain things that do still need sorting out just need that little bit more of a push, a bit more enthusiasm from you, because it's like you've taken on a lot, you've done a lot, and it's like you haven't you're not super person, if you're not a superwoman or superman. You haven't got the energy for everything, so you're trying your best, and even you need a rest. So by all means, have a little bit of a break, even if that means going away for the weekend or a week if you can do it. Just for you to recharge your batteries and say, oh, do you know what? That's so good now. I can chill, I can unwind, and then I can come back and think, right, I've had a bit of a break now. I'll pick up my list again and see what else needs ticking off. And I think that's great. It's like sometimes you just need to be a little bit selfish for you so you can get where you need to be. And this is what it's all about. So have a little bit of me time. That's what I'm trying to say. And then as you do that, recharges you, you feel a bit better, and then you can get on with sorting all things out. And then it's ever so interesting. I will want to kind of look at love life, because it feels that this is where something still needs sorting out a little bit. But I do feel like you're going to get there, so don't worry. But I just try and feel like now, try not lose your temper, try not row with your better off. I try and just feel so, find another way of getting through to him, where I feel so he will listen. It's a bit like, got to look at him like a child. Got to look at him like a child. So it's like I've got to guide that child to where I want him to be. And it's not that you're controlling a situation, you're just manipulating it a little bit. And then sometimes it's a bit like putting the idea in their head, as if to say, well, oh, I've come up with that idea and I've done it. Again, you're manipulating the situation a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's to everybody's benefit. To their benefit, to your benefit, and to family around you. So it will really, really work out in a good way. So I just feel, so don't think you're doing anything wrong, because you're not. It's a bit like you're guiding things. I want it go that way. So you're going to gently nudge, and then let that other person that you're connecting with carry on leading that path forward the way you want it to go. And then I feel like as you do that, I feel so things will come together quite nicely. And then following from that, I feel so family. And I just get the feeling now, somebody within family now is getting on a little bit, and they just need that little bit of close attention. But this is like another bloody problem you've got to focus on. Okay, but I feel like you've got to do it. Sometimes I feel like you're the good partner, the good wife or fiance, or you may just be living together. But sometimes it's like your mother to everybody, trying to sort everything out. And sometimes you don't want to be sorting everything out, but unfortunately, it does seem to rest on your shoulders. So it's like it feels like you've got to do it and you've got to get on with it. But I do get the feeling you might not always think you're being thanked for it, but you are. They're not sort of maybe saying it to your face, but they are appreciative of what you're doing. So it kind of comes in a slightly different way. And I do get the feeling as well, some of you are going to be gifted. Now, when I say gifted, I don't mean you're gifted yourself, but financially gifted. So feel like some money might come along. It might be a little amount, it might be just a couple £100, or it could be a couple thousand, or if you're lucky, maybe a bit more. But I just get the feeling it's like you are being noticed, you are being appreciated, and you're going to be gifted. Now, whether that gift comes now or it comes later on, and I will, but you will be gifted personally. I've been drawn personally. In other words, you might think, right, you're with your partner, so it's like the money's going to them or to you all or to children around you, your children. But I feel like, yeah, that might happen, but there could be a little bit extra in another pot somewhere that's just for you. And I get the feeling with that little pot, there's a wish with it. They want you to do something. So I don't feel like this is like 50 grand, 100 grand, because that's to go wherever it needs to go, property or whatever. But this little bit, it's like, I feel so it's like it's to spend on you. In other words, go get a new car, go have your house decorated right throughout, go get some furniture, or go have a holiday, or go and blow it all on new clothes. It's like somebody's with you going down the supermarket or the shopping centre or up the town and saying, right, there's your credit card, now go treat yourself. It feels a bit like that. Now, whether it comes in the will or it comes before, I'm not sure, but I'm just being drawn. You're being gifted. That's the way it comes to me. Now, gifted to me, it's like, I feel like it's like a will, but sometimes people do nowadays gift people before the will. In other words, they want to see you spend it. They want to see you enjoy it. They want to see what you've bought with it, what you've done with it. I've got this feeling it's coming soon. Maybe for Christmas. You might think it's just a Christmas present, but it's a bit more than a Christmas present. You're being gifted. Right, keep an eye on children. I'm being drawn where I just feel as though one seems to have a lot of energy. It's like running ragged. And I just get the feeling something to do with diet. So tweak the diet. Not so much dieting or cutting foods down. I feel like it's something to do what's going in that diet. So it could be pop, numbers, whatever. It's like it's making them go woof, 100 mile an hour. So I just get the feeling that will slow them down a little bit. One child's quite sensitive, and I feel like being prone to picked on by brothers or sisters or other school children. But I just feel so don't worry too much. That will change eventually. Okay, so just a bit of sorting out to do with that. But other than that, children are okay. And then I feel like you've got to start focusing now on what you want with work and career. I feel as though those who you're in your careers at the moment, I feel as though you're going to want to change. It's a bit like I'm getting bored. I want to do something different. I want to lift my energy up. I want to get a bit more money. So I feel like you're going to be looking at it and it's there. It's right in front of you. You just got to push yourself and go out and do it. For those of you that may not be in work, then I feel like you come to the point where you're going to want something for you. It's a bit like having your own little baby, but it's going to be your career. And I feel so that's going to be really good. And you need to start focusing on that now. And I'm not saying like you've got to have that career now, but just putting things in place is guiding you to it. But obviously, if you can get that job now, brilliant. But if you can't, then you've got a plan, put things in place, get it organised. So, you're ready, you're creating the path, you're creating the enthusiasm. Even just you planning it will lift your energy up. And one or two of you Geminis may be thinking about slowing down work or retiring, and I feel so that's good, but I feel like don't sort of just rush into it, because I just get the feeling you might feel a little bit lost. You've been so busy doing what you're doing and all of a sudden doing nothing. It's not going to be good. So I would just gradually taper it off, and then I feel like you'll get the right balance right. Money, don't feel like you're going to have to worry. I feel some money's going to be picking up. I've got you being gifted, one or two of you. And then I also feel like you're going to do some tidying up with finances. And one or two of you are going to take control of the household money. And it might be a good thing to do. So that's okay. Health-wise, keep an eye on your lower stomach. Could be water, or it could be a digestive system. So just keep an eye on that a little bit around you. Go see your doctor, see what needs to be done, change your diet to help complement it, and then I feel like you'll be absolutely fine. And then around the home, I've got decorating, making some changes, a bit of new coming in, and one or two of you will be moving home in the early new year. So I feel so that's absolutely wonderful and good. So I hope all that's made sense to you, Gemini. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you do want any private readings, you do know where I am, so please do come back to me. And I wish you all the best, and I hope everything works out for you. So thank you very much for listening.